Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, how are you doing today? So, very quick and easily and fast, we want to start our editing from where we stop. Remember that we want to start editing our content right from our WordPress. So, what we want to do today is that we want to start editing all this content to what we want and to remove what we don't want. So let's get started, and let me say this first. As you can see, this video alone is not enough for you to know how to create a beautiful website. As you can see, I created a playlist right here. I created a playlist on web development. You can go ahead and watch it. As you can see, I started from how you can buy a domain name, and I moved to understanding how to create your website. I explained everything about cPanel, creation of login, how you can create a subdomain name, how you can create an email account, a forwarder, an autoresponder. And right here, in this one, I talked about understanding your dashboard. And right here, I explained on how you can create a subdirectory domain, or um, how you can install your themes into your website. And here I talked about how you can design and upload your logo. And here I talked about how you can create your header using Divi and Revolution slider. So as you can see, if you are not going to encounter any issue if you follow all these playlists that I have shown you here. Then one thing that you might have, or that might stop you, is the resources and the software that you are going to use. So just come over to the description of this video, and right here I I put a link here that will grant you access to the resources that you will need. So feel free to use our affiliate link to get started with digital marketing quickly and easily. This link is going to take you to a young, elite, and professional platform where you get to make money and learn digital skills as well. So, without wasting much of time, let's get back into what we have for today. So, now we are already in our site, in our dashboard. Now, what we want to do quickly is that we want to edit, we want to set our tags, and we come over to settings and general. So as you can see, I already put something here which is digital marketing for beginners, and I have also put something here as tagline. As you can see this, so this is what is going to show on our site. As you can see, take a look at this: digital marketing for beginners, digital marketing delivery of take a look at this: digital delivery of values. So this is the way it's going to be. Then you can leave all these ones like this: new user, default, row, subscriber. You can leave all these ones, leave the date format like this, and come over and click on save. After you successfully click on save, then you have set the title and the tagline for your website. So if you go ahead and search this in WordPress, it's going to bring out your site. So let's get to our pages and start editing our website. So before we do that, one thing that we want to do is that all this home, about, blog, contact, home, this we don't want it here. So one thing that we want to do quickly is that we want to remove all these things right here. So we come over to our we come over to to add new, to add a new page. So we are going to see the previous. No, we come to posts. We say we see all posts. You come to categories. So categories is where all those all this this all this in travel uncategorized, this is where it is. So we don't want it, so go ahead and delete it. As you can see, fashion, jewelry management, outfit style, uncategorized, and also we go ahead and click everything, and we click on delete. So and we click on apply, so it will delete all those things for us. We don't need it. So we come to all posts. So as you can see, these are still all what is here. We don't need it. Only what you need here, you can leave here, is hello world. All these wearing stuffs, we don't need it. They came with a template, so we go ahead and we delete them. We move them to trash. Then you click on apply. So as you can see, if we go back to our page, our website, and we click on refresh, all these things would have left, and we will be left with, as you can see, can you see that now that our site is up, it's only home, about, blog, contact that we have there. So that is how you are going to do your own if you get to choose is a template that carries a lot of informations like that. So now let me explain a little. There's one thing that we call a backend, and we call it a front end of website. So this that I'm doing here right here is the backend. Let's move to our pages. Let's move to our pages. So we want to see all our pages. So as you can see, this, even this privacy, I don't need it. I will delete it later. So let's just come to our home and edit. I want to start editing our website. So we wait for it while it loads. This is our backend. This is our front end right here. So for you to be able to start editing your front end, you just come ahead to enable Visual Builder. So once you enable the Visual Builder, you will be able to edit, you'll be able to do all the things that you can do from your back end right from your front end as well. So let's come back to our back end and edit a little. So I already have some content here that I'm gonna be using. So I let me just show you. I already have some content here. So while it loads, let's come back. So this is our backend right here. We want to start editing. Now this section is our header. So we are not going to touch all this. We are going to leave it like that. So about this, about us, down, 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 down. You can remove what you want to remove and add what you want to add. So basically, so now all these things that are showing here, they are also the one that is going to be showing outside in your front end. So as you can see, all these all these, they are still the same as all this right here, all this right here. So you just know how you can click on it and work on it. So let's get started. The network is kind of crazy here. So let's see. Now, this about us page, we have a test here. So we click, if you want to edit it, you just come ahead and click on settings. So once you click on settings, it's going to open up, it's going to load and open up. As you can see, this is digital marketing as a source. Let's wait for this page to load so we can click up from here. So this is going to be digital marketing as a source. So once it's done, you just click on save. So once it's saved, you can see this divider. If you want it there, you can leave it there, and if you don't, you can go ahead and delete it. So let's just come back to our builder. So let me quickly open. The other one was loading too long, so I already added a test here, but I really don't think I would be needing this divider, so I can go ahead and delete the module. Or let me just see how the website will be. So I will now know if I will delete it or I won't. So as you can see, what we set the previous time is digital marketing as a, and this is the divider here. And this is the divider. So you can leave the divider. Let's just leave the divider and move to another thing. And see this row. This is another thing here. We open. Let's open this row. Let's see what is there. And these are the text. Yeah, let's open this. No, we don't have anything to do here. I'll still go ahead and delete that row. I don't know. So let me just delete the row here. I don't need it. I delete the model, the row. I delete this one too. I delete this one too. So I just update it. Once it's successfully updated, I'll just go back to my front end and I will refresh it to see how our site is going. So it's already updated. Now let's refreshing this page and see. So as you can see that we already deleted all those contents. We already deleted them. We already deleted them. So what we want to do now is that I want to add my own. I want to add this image here too. I don't need it, so I come back and delete that as well. So let me see which other thing that I don't want. I don't need this project. Do I need it? I could see change something to this. Okay, let's see. We still have our content here. So this is our content right here, and I just go ahead and I copy this. I go ahead and copy this. Once I successfully copied it, I'll come back to my site. Then from here that I deleted, I can add another thing. I can add, click the wrong one. I can add this, and I just click on one row. It's just a row that I want to add, and it's text. I can search for text. So I just click on text, and it's gonna load it in. It's gonna ask me what do I want to write in there. So I just go ahead and I'll paste what I copied from there. So as you can see, definition of exchanges to digital marketing. So you can see this. I just go ahead and I just save this. So I'll update. After updating, I'll go back to my site and look how it's gonna be, and basically that is how you are gonna doing it until you get the whole scope and the website fully to your taste. So let's come back to our site and we're just refreshing it to see the movement, to see what is added there. So as you can see, this is it right here. This is what I added, the definition of the digital marketing process, and all this is what I added. So this picture right here, I don't think I really need the picture. So if you want to get some nice picture, you can go to techpixels.com or Pixabay. So Pixabay will give you a nice picture to use for your website. So now that we already have uh in this role is where the photos is where the picture is, so I don't need it, so I go ahead and delete this as well. So I just leave only the text. Then I can click on settings to make the text bold. So let me just leave this. It's this text that I want to change. So I go ahead and I choose all these. So I can come to header, paragraph, and if it is header 1, header 2 that I want, I just make it like that. As you can see, it's already increased, and that is what I want. I can make this one header 4. Doesn't This one doesn't have to be too. I can make this one header 4. So I go ahead and I save it, and I come back to my, and I just don't forget to update anything that you do on your website. So even if your system crashes, you will still have all your information intact. So I go back to my and I just refresh my site. So as you can see, This is what I'm having right now. So this image is still hanging somewhere, so yeah, I'll just go look for it, or I should click enable visual builder. Once I successfully enable visual builder, I will be able to remove all this and or add everything that I want to add quickly and easily through my visual builder, which is front end. So let's just wait for it while it loads. So say wait. So our visual builder is already open now. So I can remove this. I can remove this. I can remove this. I don't want it. So I just remove this. No, it's not everything I want to remove. So I don't want to remove everything. I just replace it like that. So I don't know the reason why this thing is hanging. So let's see. So this. So we can delete. Let's see if we can actually add the video over here. But let's just see. So it says we want to add another image. No, we are not adding another image to this. We even want to delete this one that is there. Let's delete this. Okay. So let's go ahead and delete all this folder, and let's just come back to. I just delete this as well. So I come back to my back end. I want to add something. So I just click on. So I want to add. Okay. So all these are empty now. I can go ahead and delete this as well. So I'm left with just this. So from here I can add, no, not this one. I just add another section to it. So let me click what is going to be there, and I say text. I search for text. Text. Okay. So let's see. Let's update and see how our site is doing now. So let's just wait for it while it loads, and see how the site is looking. So we'll see what else that we can change from it. So basically that is how you are just gonna edit all the content that are there, you are giving over there. So let's just come back and see from our back end and our front end how it's been. Let's wait, let's let it load. So as you can see, this is what we now have here on our site. So from here, I don't need all this. So let's check. Let's start editing over and over and over and over and over again. The network is quite slow. I think we'll make these two videos. So we'll make the other one as continuation, so you don't get to miss this. So let's just see how our site is doing now. We'll see if we just continue. So let me go back to my content. Let me get one content to use. So the network is quite bad now. So we just continue from here.